As the fastest operating aircraft in history, the SR-71 Blackbird is a legendary machine.
25,000 direct.
At the height of the Cold War, the CIA and the American Air Force used it primarily to spy on the Soviet Union. The J-37 Viggen, which belonged to the Swedish Air Force, was the only aircraft that could lock on and had the chance to down the famed aircraft after the Blackbird had become unstoppable for decades. Created for the purpose of performing reconnaissance, the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird, a reconnaissance aircraft, broke multiple speed records over its nearly 25 years of service, including one on July 28, 1976, when it flew at a top speed of 3,529.56 kilometers per hour, or more than twice the speed of sound. However, the Soviet Union also had several amazing aircraft, such as the MiG-25 Foxbat, which was repeatedly attempted to intercept the SR-71 without success. Viktor Belenko, a former Soviet MiG-25 Foxbat pilot, claimed that the SR-71 mocked and played with the MiG-25 dispatch to intercept him by flying to heights above the capability of Soviet aircraft, hovering above them leisurely, or traveling at speeds beyond that of Soviet aircraft. The SR-71's task during the 1980s was to fly a predefined high-altitude flight path in the direction of a strategic target. Among these missions was the Baltic Express, which required the jet to fly through a small international airspace opening near Sweden before reaching its Soviet objective. But Sweden at the time kept a tight neutrality policy, and it appears that the Swedish government did not permit American espionage planes to enter its airspace either. When the SR-71 first flew missions in the 1960s, it was at the pinnacle of stealth technology, and only a few radar systems could track it. But it wasn't until the 1980s that new and more modern ground-based systems were able to recognize the aircraft. Sweden still has Sharp 37F Dragon fighter jets, which makes it improbable that they were utilized to deter the SR-71. However, with the inclusion of the J-37 Viggen, which in Swedish means a flash of lightning, the conditions began to change because the J-37 Viggen has various capabilities such as supersonic flight, excellent maneuverability, a powerful weapon system, and superior avionics. And even though the J-37 Viggen is now retired from Swedish military service, this aircraft is still regarded as a sophisticated fighter of its time, with excellent performance and contributions to Swedish military aviation history. The SR-71 would consistently enter certain waypoints near Sweden as part of the Baltic Express route, triggering its air defense radar, and subsequently delivering the J-37. But considering it was an almost impossible task to deter the SR-71, the Swedish Air Force devised an ingenious and quite frightening scheme from behind. To reach the front of the SR-71, the J-37 must first climb steeply to gain height just below the SR-71, then accelerate to Mach 2 speed and climb again to fly directly towards the SR-71 from the front, usually via an intercept from behind. While interceptor missiles may have a greater chance of locking onto a target, Viggen's Skyflash missile can use its radar to lock on from the front, making it perfectly suited to support the J-37's duty of locking onto the Blackbird. But the most difficult aspect of the plan. This occurs during a high ascent when the pilot must monitor the limitations Viggen's RM-8B turboflag motor paint engine temperature while also looking at their radar screens. During this phase, the pilots have a few seconds to detect and lock onto the target before the two aircraft pass at their maximum combined speed.